ask each other if we have salary material in our solo sets. It just was not a workable thing. It was just terrible stuff. I didn't like it at all. And, the first album, there was a couple of moments, but I don't even want to discuss it. It was just, spinning my wheels there, I guess.
Well, like I said,
I mean, I loved Richie, and he's a great performer, and J.D., of course, couldn't find a better songwriter. Very, very good songwriter. But it didn't work. I mean, the three of us didn't really work together. It was like three songwriter guys coming together with a backup band, and it never meshed into a group. But it was a great idea, but it didn't work out.
So now you move on to that, and I believe you went solo. You did Cherokee, and that was on ABC.
Well, Cherokee wasn't anything I was a part of. I was just a session player.
For you?
Yeah, Sneaky Pete and I were session players on that.
But they put your name out there.
Yeah, I don't know why. God knows why. I was not in that band. I was just a bass player they hired for a week. I went, okay. Took the job. And
So actually, Slipping Away, that was more...
Slipping Away was my solo record I did for Asylum. Was it Asylum? Yeah, that was Asylum. And left, and then Asylum, or he started Asylum Records. That's right. That's what the name of the company was. So Joe Smith took over Asylum Records, and I got to do that record, and another one called Clear Sailing. Slipping Away was an okay record, actually. I started it with Bob Johnson as a producer who produced that Bob Dylan record, right. National Skyline. And Bob and I did not hit it off too well together, and within one day we parted company, and still called me and asked how the sessions were going. I said, not good, blah, 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 Bob Johnson. So he had Ronnie and Howie Albert come up, who had done the Masters, and they did a great job. They flew up to L.A. from Miami, and I think we pulled off a pretty good record. But like I say, I still wasn't the singer that I became later. I was still learning how to do it, but I think the songs were pretty good. It was an okay deal right there. I think I had some good players. I had all my friends working on it. Herb worked on that. Tim Schmidt, all kinds of guys on that one.
So now actually about this time I went down to the Troubadour, and I saw you and McGuinn and Clark.
Right. Then Gene and Roger were out doing acoustic stuff, and then we got together, the three of us, and got a nice deal from Capitol and made a record once again with Ronnie and Howie, which I thought that first album was pretty darn good.
It was good. It was
real slick. I mean, Gene wrote some fantastic songs on that. Backstage Pass, and that was great. And it was a good record. And I'm Getting Higher. What was it? I'm Feeling Higher.
Yeah.
That was a great song. Roger, I got some good... We did a good job on that record.
You had some real nice stuff on there.
And we had a minor hit, top 40 hit was Don't You Write Her Off.
Right.
And things were good, we were getting along good. The only problem is we were so wary of being the Byrds that we didn't do much of that stuff.
Right.
Occasionally on stage we'd do a Byrd song, but we didn't want anything to do with it, which is a mistake. But it doesn't matter.
Well, when I saw you at the Golden Bear, you'd gone electric by then, and you had a pretty good stage show. I mean, you did 8 Miles High and Rock and Roll Star, but you started doing your material, and I walked away feeling pretty good about the stuff you were doing.
Yeah.
What about the city? How do you feel about that?
Well, once again, Gene disintegrated, and he left. We had to sever that deal, and city's okay, though. I really think that's a better record than... I can't remember most of it. It was interesting. In fact, Roger's song, I like that. City, is that one?
City.
Yeah, I like it. It's okay. I think we were ready to... But then we did another one, which was really dreadful. Two of my heroes, too, were Jerry Wexler and Barry Beckett. But Jerry didn't quite understand who we were, and he kept pushing us into being Sam and Dave, and
I noticed that.
Not what we were, and so it came out really silly. I don't even acknowledge that record, but... And God, what a treat. Jerry was such a great producer. Wrong guys, And so the McGuinn, Clark, and Hillman, I don't know, I sometimes wonder if the bad records outweigh the good ones.
Well,
I don't know.
Like I said, I mean, it was a good ride. I mean, really, and as I say, that first album just totally blew me out of the water.
It was a great record, but and as they always, the first one's always on.
But, like you say, it was time to move on, and you, next thing we heard from you was Morning Sky, I believe.
Right. I hooked up with Sugar Hill, who had released the Hillman album.
Right.
and I talked to Barry Boss, still actually part of the Sugar Hill family, and I love that label. I love Barry very much, great guy, and he.
As I say, that first album just totally blew me out.